It does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the Nutraverse, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new immune tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit and get you some glasses from Firmoo. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Checking with she too nice on mean though. What's up, y'all? We back for ratchet reality, bitch. Okay, I had to go get my babies and bring them inside. It's too hot. Like it's hot. Barack out there like I said, just come on inside. It's all right. Okay. Hey y'all, we're back. Okay, we're back and we're starting with baddies. Okay, and then we're going to get into love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, thank you everybody for coming in. Moderators, thank you so much for being here. You are greatly appreciated because you protect my peace. And I keep showing y'all this because the Ooh Ladies First panel will be on my channel this week. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all come and see us on Thursday night with your glass of elk, your glass of wine, your glass of water, your glass of pineapple juice, bitch, whatever you into, come and see us. Okay, greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and get into Baddies ATL. Can I start here? Okay, let's start here. That looks decent for us to start there. Let's pull up the notes. Okay. Thank you, Terry, for the super chat. And also thank you, child, not the super chat, for the cash app. And I just got a cash app from Jennifer. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Every time y'all send me stuff, I really do appreciate it. She was like, because you're a positive, influence or affecting you in her life. I was like, girl, what? Thank you. Because people make me feel like shit all the time. So thank you. I appreciate that. I be needing to hear that. All right. Y'all, Baddies ATL. Like, it wasn't really much of nothing. Okay. First of all, I got this first screenshot up because I want y'all to know that this is what makes me know Tanisha is a lesbian, and I want Tanisha to just deal with it. Okay. Just be who you are, Tanisha girl. Yes, I know. Yes, I did see that Tamar and Jason Lee of Hollywood Unlocked will be doing the reunion show for Baddies ATL. I don't know why Baddies ATL needs a reunion show. Nothing actually took place. Nothing really happened. Y'all put all of these people in this dingy old ass mansion like y'all was doing something. Everything is fake, contrived, and extra as fuck, only so that y'all can get further attention that y'all don't deserve, because y'all ain't giving much or nothing. The only thing that happened this episode that was worth talking about, besides what we're gonna get into, was the very end, where it seemed as if they were saying that Natalie found out that Sarah fucked her dude. I don't know whether that was her ex-husband. I don't know who that was, but she kept saying she broke girl code. Child, I don't know. But all I know is we're gonna get into that when we get to the end. But that was the tea that was dropped that makes me feel like they're coming back for a reunion so we can further discuss that. And then all of the bullshit that's been going on social media since then. Because these whole shows know how to get on social media, get on Instagram Live and argue with each other all fucking day. And basically have more going on social media than they actually have going on this damn show. It just didn't make any sense. But yes, starting off here, Tanisha, you look amazing. You're a lesbian. Deal with it, honey. Okay? Deal with it. So at some point, Sarah and Sydney have a dance off, and I did not feel like it was safe to show you guys that. I thought it was funny because these are two... I'm not going to say that. These are two people that wished that they were on the other side of something. Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna make an ass out of myself and assume that Sydney wishes that she was born without a dick. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna also assume that Sarah wishes that she was born black, so that she can really make everybody feel bad for her. And then she can have a big ass and big lips and attract black men. She wants to be a light-skinned black girl. That's what she wants. So that she can have the hierarchy, she can play victim, and then she can shake her big fat ass in your face and feel like, oh my God, I did something. I wiggled it. Look at me. I wiggled it. Like, y'all, Sarah is just, First of all, you know what bothers me about some of these fake asses is that they look like there's no blood running to them. So they're always darker than the rest of the body in a way that real ass doesn't seem to look. Like, it look like your ass is dead and it's just hanging on your body, and you might be able to move it and do, little tricks and shit with it. But ultimately it's dead, bitch, because it's not real. So the blood ain't pumping throughout that bitch the way it should. That's what it looked like for Sydney rolling around on the ground trying to keep her tuck in. And that's what it looked like for Sarah trying to roll around talking about, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, you're right. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, the way you shake your ass, you can tell that she's practiced it in the mirror every night until she got that little wiggle to perfection. But when it actually comes to slanging that ass, let me tell y'all something. You can wiggle shit all day. You could shake, you know what I'm saying? And you could move your legs independently of one another in order to make the ass cheeks clap against each other if they are big enough. Yes, these are all things you learn growing up in New Orleans. Okay, but only real twerkers can pop that ass in succession with the music. Okay. And to me, Sarah thinks that she's really doing something, but the truth of the matter is you're a mediocre white girl that has gotten surgery to look like a mediocre black girl. And you pat yourself on the back every time you think you've done something as good or better than a black woman, even if that woman is so happens to be trans and has to keep her dick in when she's doing it. Because Sydney, my good girl, I'm going to need for you to remember to tuck if you're going to be doing all these extras. Okay. And that's because we did not want to see it fall out. And the fact that you had to keep holding it, I was like, not she holding it while she doing it. What are we doing? Yo, when Sydney had the legs up like this and was holding the shit in play, I was just like, Sydney, no. We can't see it. We can't see it. You're bringing attention to it. Why are you doing this? Like, it was traumatic, to say the least. Neither one of them was giving what it was supposed to give. Neither one of them. Sydney is a hard-bodied motherfucker. Like, her ass is big, but it's hard, okay? Everything else may be looking soft. Titty, stomach, thighs may look soft and all of that. But that ass is as hard as a rock, okay? And listen, Sarah's shit moves and jiggles. Yes, it does, but it looks dead. It looks like it's going to fall off eventually. It looks like gangrene, okay? It looks a different color from the rest of her body. I am nervous for her, okay? So, yeah, their little twerk off competition was sad and upsetting and scary. And it really is a PSA for why you should not get shit put in your ass. Like, it's a PSA. Don't do it. This looks nasty as fuck. So y'all, Natalie, the way Natalie narrates throughout this entire situation makes me feel like Natalie has been out here selling puss and not her own. Natalie brings in real strippers. I don't know why we needed a close-up of all of the $1 bills that she got. Then there's a male stripper, a little short male stripper, but with a big dick. Okay. And they were all running from him, except for Sydney, because Sydney never runs from the dick. And, I was just like, okay, this seems awkward and uncomfortable. And then more girls come out, and then everybody gets all excited. Child, y'all should have seen Janelle. Janelle was talking about she needed her pussy stretched out. I said, by who? Janelle? By who? Because you enjoyed these female strippers more than the male strippers. Okay, until the end, when that one male stripper came out and was hitting your ass real hard, and you was nervous that you might pop a stitch, or some of that shit might leak out because he was hitting the back so hard against the sofa and you was letting him do it. And I was just kind of like, you the one that told the guy who was working y'all out that you need your pussy stretched out, and then this man showed up for the job, and now you sitting up here talking about you gotta do more. Girl, please. Okay, girl, please. All this humping and all this nasty shit. Natalie in the confessional creeping me out like an old nasty ass madam, and then lying about surgery she's had. Ma'am, your chin is new. Cut it out, Natalie. We know that all of the rest of this shit on her ass is not real. Natalie can say whatever she wants to. Natalie did always have a shape. Natalie, your ass is not real at this point. You've gotten something put in there. Okay, I don't even want to continue to argue with you about that. The strippers leave, and now Sarah is complaining about how Natalie never listens to her. Sarah says that she isolated her and made her seem like a joke in the house. And Natalie tells her that she does value her friendship, even though the friendship is not always easy. And she does truly care about Sarah and understand what Sarah is going through. And she will try to be better for Sarah. And everybody is like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Natalie fucking handled the problem. Tanisha's like, oh my God, she handled it. I can't believe it. Okay. Then Natalie had to take a shit. Okay, I don't know why we needed to know this, but Natalie needed to take a shit. And for some reason, Sarah thought that when she asked for toilet paper, she only wanted a few little slivers of toilet paper. Okay, I was like, why little slivers of toilet paper? That's ridiculous. You could tell that Sarah was being passive aggressive. Hey, girl, go on away from here now. So Sydney comes out of nowhere to infiltrate this situation and make it about her because she's mad at Sarah about some shit that happened the night before. We didn't even see this, but apparently Sydney had Saucy Santana over to the house that night. And Sarah heard Sydney downstairs with Saucy Santana and decided to bring her ass downstairs to eat pizza and scream in Sydney's face, berating her about how she was a dirty ass bitch and screaming to the top of her lungs like, Sarah, You could tell that Sarah changes what she does based off of if the cameras are there or not. But the way she was talking to Sydney, and Sydney was just standing there, and then she do the little if thing that she liked to do, and Saucy Santana was laughing and shit. That shit was so funny. You can just tell, like, Sarah, you're so insecure, honey. You're so insecure. It doesn't matter what you have. You are insecure as fuck. And the fact that Sydney laughs at your stupid ass makes you so irate and upset that you stand there and berate her instead of taking your old wrinkled ass up to your bed and going to sleep and getting the much needed beauty rest that your ass need. Okay. Because at the beginning of this intro, every week that I watch this show, I'm like, Sarah's face. She shouldn't have done her own makeup. It's harsh. Okay. But yes, Natalie is pissed off because Sarah only gave her this little bit of toilet paper. I'm like, these hoes are really in this fucking house arguing about toilet paper. Like, why is it that y'all don't have toilet paper? And Natalie, why are you screaming, telling everybody about how serious toilet paper is to you and how when you travel out of the country, you make sure you have your toilet paper, but you didn't have your own toilet paper this time, honey? You knew you were taking a shit. Why would you go in that bathroom with no toilet paper and sit down and take a shit? What's wrong with you? Okay, that's adult shit. Adults, when they go into the bathroom, they make sure they have everything they need there, or there's somebody in the house that can go and get tissue for them. You don't fuck with none of them people like that for them to go and get you tissue, and this should have let you know that. So Tanisha has to come back, okay? Tanisha has to come back stomping through the fucking house. What's going on in here, Natalie? Shit's going on. Okay, you think I don't know what's going on in here? Y'all in here arguing about the toilet paper and all of that. Okay, so Tanisha is there to get to the bottom of whatever's going on to fix the issue. And Sarah, y'all, Sarah is just on one, complaining about her finger, crying. I am the one, and they went in my finger was messed up, and they came back, and then she asked me for the toilet paper, and I gave her the toilet paper, and then she was like, it wasn't enough, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to do with toilet paper, and I can't give you my last toilet paper. Yeah, like, bitch, she was not going to use a full roll of toilet paper on her ass. Give her the roll of toilet paper, and then when she was done, take your toilet paper back and tell her she need to make sure she get her own, because you ain't about to move yours again. That's all you needed to do, Sarah. And if you have so much fucking money, why do you only have one roll of toilet paper? What is going on? What is going on with the baddies when they have absolutely nothing to give us, to the point that we are arguing about motherfucking toilet paper? Sydney comes in once again trying to hijack the argument, and Tanisha tells her to take her ass back into her room. And this is when, she explains about how hard Sarah was going that night and how now she won't fight. So at some point, her and Sarah are pushing back and forth in Sarah's room, which I thought it was so funny that Sarah kept pushing her out and was being all physical with her because she knew she could get away with that shit. Okay. Like, Sydney is not really scared of you, but Sydney also knows she's not about to fight you. Okay. Sydney looks really good without makeup. That's really good skin, Sid. That's really good skin. You should really do less. Less is more, honey. You should do less. Less is more. But yes. So they arguing about it. Tanisha was like, I'm fucking done. Tanisha was like, I'm done. I'm over this process. I don't want to do this anymore. I thought I was going to be able to come in here and have money making schemes with you hoes, but it does not seem to want to happen with this group. So they sit all the girls down at some point to tell them that they're not doing this shit and it's the end of the road. Well, this episode 10, we know this the end of the road, okay? But here's the main thing. Natalie explains to us on the balcony, Seven, Janelle, me, Tanisha, we was all sitting there, right? And Natalie is explaining that Sarah did some shit against girl code. And that's what made Tanisha come over. It wasn't the toilet paper situation. And that's what the issue is. It's not about toilet paper. Natalie, for some reason, doesn't want to divulge the full information about Sarah allegedly sharing her dick. Like, I don't know what's going on and why they did not just say what it was. But basically, child, Sarah lived down the street but couldn't grab toilet paper. Exactly. Child, Sarah screams, I'm fronting and I live in a trailer park. No disrespect, but that's sometimes how it feels. Sarah kicked Sydney multiple times. Yes, they was pushing back and forth, but y'all, at some point, I just stopped paying attention. But to me, I feel like that's why I can't stand Sarah. That's why I can't stand Sarah. Not only because she complains, but because you do that white woman shit. Okay? And yes, Ray J was allegedly, yes, she was cheating with Ray J. I don't know if you can call it cheating because him and Prinky aren't together, but I think it's weird that Prinky is an executive producer on this show, and they were very much booed up on social media during the taping of this show. Okay. So I don't know whether she fucked Natalie's man. I don't know what this was about, but Sarah did whatever the fuck this was. Okay. And that made everybody feel away. That was against girl code. Now we mad at Sarah over some tissue. And Sarah wants to whine and complain about how Natalie isn't a good enough friend to her. It's like, bitch, you're not a good friend either. You're manipulative. You're a soul suck. You're an energy suck. You know, you're a fucking culture appropriator. Like, Sarah is the worst type of white woman to me. Because they act like they're an ally, but really they're there so that they can constantly compete with you. They can steal shit from you, act like they're better than you. They can gaslight you and then pretend to be the victim so that they can replace you. Like, that is what Sarah is on to me. And I don't like her. I don't. So yeah, y'all, they have a reunion. I don't know why. I don't know why Tamar is the host of said reunion. Like, it just felt like Baddies ATL wasn't even given enough for you to come on here and be the reunion show host. But it's obvious that Tamar needs her checks, and reality show checks pay. So she gonna show up on Zeus Network, ABC, VH1, MTV, wherever the fuck she gotta show up to make sure she get that check. She take care of her and that baby. Okay, because we don't know what the fuck Logan Daddy got going on around there. He be out there not paying people bills and stuff. Okay, so that's that on Baddies. Let's go ahead and move on to Love and Hip Hop. But y'all know what y'all need to do for me. Okay, yeah, it makes me want to do the Beanie Weenie. Makes me want to do the Beanie Weenie hella hard, okay? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is, it's not the same. It's not giving in the same way. And we know y'all are trying to be positive, but fucking stop it. We know y'all trying to have more familial issues, and we appreciate that, but we need the mess. Where is the mess? This is not messy enough for us. This ain't enough. Where's Mona? Fix it. Okay. So let's start off with Yandy and Mendices. Okay. So y'all know last episode, Yandy was trying to convince us that Infinity had put her and her children in harm's way, and that's why she kicked Infinity out of the house to go and live with her grandmother, because Infinity did not want to follow the rules over at Yandy and Mendices' house. I personally feel like that was probably a catalyst that probably helped it make it easier for you, but I think you always wanted to move her out because Mendices was coming home, and Mendices feels uncomfortable having someone there that's not his daughter. Like, that's the truth of the matter. Mendices has no connection to Infinity because Yandy's relationship with Infinity formed while he was in jail. And to be honest, the whole picture bothers me. And I don't care what anybody says, because I feel like, Yandy, you got a nigga that was in jail for RICO charges. If nobody came and took your kids for that, they weren't going to come and take your kids over some bullshit with Infinity and her little stupid fucking boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Okay. Another thing, Infinity, what did Infinity say on social media? I'll give y'all a minute to comment down below and let me know what tea Infinity spilled on Yandy. Because from what I understand and what they keep saying is that Infinity threatened to have a tell-all book. Girl, she a child. Ain't nobody trying to get Infinity to write no damn book, because don't nobody care enough about what's going on with Yandy to get it by proxy of Infinity, okay? If anybody wants to know about Infinity, we need Infinity to live to be about 40, and then she can give us the whole story, because it's probably a good one based off of what we've seen thus far, okay? But I also feel like Infinity just wants to make up with Yandy because Yandy is back on the show. Not to say that Yandy, and her don't have real love for one another, but everybody is out for what they can get out of the situation. I hope that it's a real emotional connection. I hope that it's real. You know why I do see the real? With the kids. The kids love Infinity. And I think Infinity spent a lot of time being there with the kids when Yandy was working, when Mendices was in jail, and she is very much a part of that family as far as those kids are concerned. And so I feel like they need to try to make this work for that reason. And because Yandy made a promise that she was going to see Infinity as her child, as her daughter, you took on this very traumatized teenage girl, and then when her trauma starts to affect you and your family, you want to throw her away and act like we fucked up for pointing it out? I think not. I think not. I think that Yandy definitely made it possible for Infinity to feel how she felt. Not to say that Infinity was completely right. I do feel like I said, Infinity is probably making up with Yandy and wants to live in the house with she and Mendices because they're on the reality show. Okay. But it definitely feels like to me that anything that made Mendices feel uncomfortable or bothered, Yandy was going to overcorrect to make him feel comfortable. I'm sorry, but Yandy, that's also the type of woman you come off. As strong-minded as you are very much digmatized and in love with this nigga. And whatever he asked of you, especially upon coming out of jail, you are going to do it for him. And I feel like it's so obvious that she would do these things for him because, first of all, like, child, there's a line of women that extend themselves to kids, that do so much for their kids and other children and other people when there's not a man around. And as soon as a man comes into the picture, then all of that shit goes out the window, and it's what he wants and what he thinks and what he needs first. And I feel like that is fucking toxic in a way. Not that you shouldn't put your family first, but don't say somebody's your daughter and then create this separation between them and your other children. That's what I'm saying. And I very much feel like Yandy consistently made a difference between Infinity and her own children. And that is what Infinity is feeling. Okay. I also want y'all to stop acting like what she did was such a big betrayal, because ultimately she gave y'all a storyline. Cut it out. Okay. I am aware that Infinity is no longer a minor. However, Infinity was probably still a minor, or probably just stopped being a minor when Mendices got out of jail. Let's not forget that. It's been 2 years. He got out in what, 2020? And it's 2021. So it's been a year and some change, probably, the whole pandemic time. Infinity has abandonment issues that became more heightened when Tight Teeth got out and probably didn't even try to get to know her. No, that's wrong. Infinity was a foster child and old boy a felon. By law, they can live. I think you mean they can't live under the same roof. However, that was brought up previously, and it was made to seem as if they figured out a way for them to be in the same home at the same time. That's what they made it seem like. Okay. I am well aware that in the last season, before Mendices came home, it was a possibility that Infinity would not be able to stay in the home as a foster kid because he was a felon. Yes. But we have not heard anything else since then. And if that's the case, why not just say that? Why not just put that out there and reinforce that storyline that y'all have already talked about previously? Why come on now and act as if the reason why she's not involved in the household is because she chose not to be, because she wanted to be a sullen, disrespectful teenager and do what she wanted to do? That is so easy. And to ignore the abandonment issues, to ignore that even during the scene, I feel like the girl wanted some type of understanding of how she was feeling from Yandy, and it almost seemed like Yandy refused to do it. Like, it was just a lot of stuff that made me feel like ultimately Infinity had to decide that she was going to get her feelings together so that she could acquiesce to what Yandy wanted, to in turn acquiesce to what Mendices wanted, so that she can be back a part of the family. And Mendices is still coming at her like he has to worry about her shanking him in the shower. Like, Mendices wouldn't have even done the same if the shoe was on the other foot. If Yandy went to jail so So the way she hang on to whatever Mendici say is wow. I feel the same way. I just found out that Erica and Kimbella got into that fight back in the day was because of Yandy telling Erica that Kim was talking about her before they actually met. Yeah, we all know that Yandy infiltrated that situation. Hey, Jay Lee, Yandy and Mendici's only want Infinity to understand their feelings and didn't care about how it made her feel. Yes. That's how and there was definitely a moment where she was like, but you can't understand how I feel. And, you know, Yandy was like, but you were trying to make it seem like to other people. Yandy, I feel like there was definitely an absence of emotional and understanding and mental capacity as far as Yandy is concerned. Yeah, y'all, it wasn't a good look to me. And then for them to then have to go to Mendici's down to the car wash to tell him that they made up, to ask him for his permission if she can come over to the house for dinner. And then when she comes over to the house for dinner, she's trying to push the limits to see if she can stay. And he's like, listen, I don't know if I want her staying indefinitely. Like, this ain't her house. I live here now. This ain't her house. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. I don't know what they're going to do. But Mendici saying that the teenager needs to learn how to communicate in order for y'all to be there for her. I think it's amazing because you two motherfuckers couldn't even communicate in therapy. Like, Mendici's was like, I want the teenager to be able to do what I can't do as a grown-ass man, which is communicate her feelings adequately so that people don't get upset. Like, that's what you were asking of her. And I thought it was hilarious because I have not one time really seen Mendici's handle his emotions in a grown-up way. The one thing he did say that I'm glad he said was that he saw himself in Infinity. I'm like, you should, because y'all have the same familial situation. It's just that you a boy and you ended up being a drug dealer and she's a girl. So she's going to end up falling prey to some older adult person that she's going to be looking in a parental figure and a lover in that relationship. So I feel like she fell victim and fell prey to the very circumstances that Mendici's fell prey and victim to. So the fact that he doesn't have more understanding, the fact that he doesn't even, I feel like, really come off like he's genuinely trying to make that situation work, it just to me seems like anything that inconveniences him or makes him feel away, they not gonna deal with it, and Yandy just needs to understand that. That's what it seemed like to me. Okay? But I also didn't like the way Infinity came to the house and was like, how long y'all want me to stay? You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like if she was really Yandy's daughter, the way Yandy proclaimed that she was, she wouldn't even have to ask if she can stay. Y'all. She's her foster parent. She didn't adopt her. Just so we're clear. She's her foster parent. But it really feels like Mendici's don't give a fuck at all. And that's unfortunate because I feel like they both have the understanding and the access to be of service in their community to people that it matters to. You know what I'm saying? And it matters to Infinity that she have somebody in her life because where is her mom? Where's her biological mom? Right. Nobody knows. Child, I know Tight T Mendici's definitely made me feel, I don't know, because I don't know if I can trust her. You're going on social media. Like, so what, if I put my hair's fucked up one day, you're going to put me on social media if you get mad at me? And it's like, Mendici's, you put yourself on social media every day. Mendici's, you put yourself on social media every fucking day. So the fact that you're acting like, this is something that can't be remedied, talked about, dealt with, you know what I'm saying? I understand that everybody wants to keep saying that she's no longer, young. She's not a child. I get that. And I do feel like she doesn't need to be trying to live with them just because it just seems like it's too contentious. But if there was any situation where I feel like people shouldn't be trying to kick a child who is of age out of a home, this is one of those situations. And it definitely feels like she's not welcome there the way she should be, in my opinion. Let's move on because that's all I got to say about them. They made me mad. Let's talk about Rasheeda and them. Where Rasheeda and D-Lo at with they dumb asses? Okay, here they go. Child, Rasheeda looks amazing. Okay, first of all, I may not, like Rasheeda and Kirk because I feel like they no matter if somebody is right or wrong, you're going to have they back, stand with them and validate how fucked up they are. Y'all, I don't like people like that. I'm sorry. I know y'all think that that's how things should go, but I don't like yes men. I don't like people that champion and validate ignorant, fucked up, wrong behavior just for the sake of defending a friend, a family member, a husband, a wife. I don't like that. And Rasheeda and Kirk are those types of people. That's probably why Tiny and T.I. are so well insulated, because all of their friends are these types of people. But anyway, Rasheeda talks to her mom, Miss Charlene, about her sister Booby. Y'all, we didn't have Rasheeda on TV for 10 years and ain't never heard of no motherfucking Booby. I said, not a sister we ain't never met in all of these years. Child, it looked like the sister used to be on drugs, still may be on drugs. I don't know, but she's definitely playing the role of the gimme girl, okay? Even Miss Charlene was like, I love my daughter, okay? But she will tire you the fuck out. Every time she come around asking for something, got a hand out, I need this, help me pay for that. She one of them people that can't never get their shit together, but always want to call you to ask you for something. And Rasheeda is at a point where she no longer wants to deal with that type of shit, okay? But it's Booby's birthday, and Miss Charlene wants to have a birthday dinner for Booby down to the bistro, okay? Rasheeda goes over to talk to Kirk about this, and Kirk, I guess I gotta pay for it, huh, Rasheeda? Like, nigga, ain't nobody at that restaurant right now anyway. It's fine, okay? Child, please. They have the dinner at the bistro, and they sitting down talking, and the sister is you weren't there, and I just feel like you care more about your friends than you do about me. Like, I don't know why I'm doing that, because I have said that exact same thing to my siblings before. But the truth of the matter is, I don't ask them for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask y'all for anything, so it shouldn't be like that, because I don't need shit from y'all. Okay, all I want is the relationship. But I also feel like they got their own shit with them sometimes, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, so you gotta just back away. But I feel like Booby is crying to manipulate people. Okay, Booby is crying to manipulate Rasheeda's feelings, to manipulate Charlene's feelings, and everybody is like, girl, please give it a fucking rest. That's what everybody's energy is giving. Miss Charlene, Rasheeda, Kirk, everybody else that was at the table with a low buzz cut just felt like, oh Lord, here we go with this shit. Okay, and she starts to say that Miss Charlene wasn't there for her 50th birthday party, so this is the least she can do. And she's like, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta act like that? And it's like, bitch, I do not need to be there for every fucking birthday. You are 50 years old. At some point, bitch, I'm gonna need for you to be able to have a birthday without me and not have feelings about it, okay? Child, you can tell that Booby is an energy suck. I don't know what y'all doing, okay? But I feel like y'all have run out of shit to do. Y'all have run out of ways to fuck up y'all relationship. Okay, Kirk has new hair. Y'all already had y'all kids fighting. So now we gonna bring in wayward family members that we really shouldn't have on television, because it's only going to further embarrass them and us. But we gonna do it anyway, because we Kirk and Rasheeda, and we love selling our family out for VH1 on Monday nights. That's very much what this feels like. Okay? Child, they a mess. Child, Kirk and his bang. That's what I'm going to call that. That's a bang, Kirk. Okay? But yeah, y'all, I totally understood where they was coming from with Booby. I said, Rasheeda, you ain't even got to try to convince us, girl. We tired of her already. Okay, we understand where you're coming from already. Let's go ahead and move on to Erica and Safaree. So, y'all, Erica goes to see Dr. Jackie this episode and proves Jay Lee right about her assertion. Okay, bitch, don't nobody care that you was right. she in the DMs, bitch, I told y'all that I was right, and Erica and everybody else was overreacting to Safaree running off in his little bike popping wheelies and shit. Listen, I hope she's still in here. I'm gonna say this. Erica goes to the doctor, and Dr. Jackie basically says, you sat there and stared at me for 10 minutes when I told you you was pregnant. That's because she was shocked, not because she was feeling like, oh my God, I don't want this baby. Can we get it aborted? Like, I don't think she was thinking that. And I think that Safaree was very much thinking that. Okay, you here. I'm glad you here. Because that shade wouldn't have even mattered if you wasn't in the room. Okay? Listen. Y'all would have went and watched her video and saw what she said anyway. But yeah, girl, don't nobody care that she was right. Okay, yes. He definitely needed a moment to process, but I still feel like him processing it didn't matter because he continues to do things that make us feel like he don't give a fuck about them kids. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but that's all I can think of. He don't give a fuck about them kids. Erica goes to him to apologize to him for not understanding his standpoint. He's in the studio with a little girl, playing with her, whatever. And when she comes in, they have a conversation about how Safaree has all girls on his side of the family. So he really wants a boy. And she like, all right, well, you know, you having a boy. After a long, drawn out conversation that I'm going to cut down for y'all because anybody got time for that. But yeah, so he has a boy and he's excited. But right as he's processing the excitement of having a boy, his little girl who was playing with his guitar falls because the guitar falls backwards onto her arm. It's an electric guitar, y'all, not an acoustic one, meaning it's heavy. And it fell on that little girl's arm. And she's pregnant, so she's bending down to pick the guitar up off the baby, and he's just sitting there like, and I was like, pick the fucking baby up. The baby then rolled over on her stomach and is crying, and I'm just like, pick the baby up off the floor and console her. She's a little girl, nigga. She's one. Why are you not consoling her? A guitar fell on her arm, and then he proceeded to make a joke out of it. She's going to have to learn about pain. It's your fault. You got her in here playing over there. I was just like, y'all, when she said that does not make me feel good about having another baby with this nigga, I said, girl, it would not make me feel good about having a baby with him either. Like, y'all, that moment, even if I wanted to forgive Safaree and say, okay, you know, he had to process it. His lack of immediate care for that little girl pissed me off. I said, if the nigga end up missing like a Batman in Jamaica, I won't cry. I won't be upset because I feel like, Safaree, we were all rooting for you. You and your hairline that was disappearing 10 years ago. You and the bitch assness that Nikki told us about. We were rooting for you. You in your subpar rapping. You and your huge dick but super duper senior mentality. Nigga, we were rooting for you. But there is nothing I can give you at this point, Safaree. Y'all, I have listened to Safaree's albums before. Oh, yes, I have tried. We were rooting for this nigga. And the way he wanted to laugh and not console his little girl when a guitar fell on her fucking arm. My nigga, my daddy would have shot you. Like, I don't understand. And Safaree, go to therapy. Go to therapy because something is wrong with you. And I know you think it's funny and you think people will make a big deal out of it. But the truth of the matter is what I saw was that when a baby gets hurt, most people have an immediate jolt reaction, you know what I'm saying, to try to help the baby or to comfort the baby. And you wanted to laugh. You thought it was funny. My nigga, stab, stab, stab. Lil Scrappy would never. And that's why Daryl, okay? That's why Daryl will always have my patience, okay? Y'all, Lil Scrappy be fucking up all the time and I give him my patience. It's not only because I think he is extremely attractive, okay? But also because I feel like he can't get right that want to get right, that wants to do better, that does love his wife, that does love his kids, that, you know, that does want to be there and be for them what he feels like he did not have. But Safaree, on the other hand, the bitch assness, the lack of empathy, the narcissism, the scary shit that we are now seeing from Safaree, I just kind of feel like, Erica, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, girl. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to, but I don't wish this type of baby daddy on no bitch. Like, god damn. Oh my God. Y'all, let's move on to lastly, young Baby Tate. Y'all, young Baby Tate is rehearsing and telling us how booked and busy she is, but how Guap got her in her feelings because y'all know they got into it last episode because he was trying to shine on her. He was trying to stunt in front of his homeboys, acting like she was just another one that he was fucking when she thought she was a little bit more special, a little bit more important. So he went on throughout that night to kind of take little jabs at her, as far as I'm concerned, to let it be known that she's not, you know, she ain't no real relationship or nothing like that. So to me, I feel like once he did all of that, that was really all she needed to know about him. Okay. But he calls her in the middle of her rehearsal to tell her that he don't like the way she acted and she was being disrespectful and she was gaslighting him and making it seem like he was wrong when she was the one that was wilding out and acting crazy. And then he hangs up the phone on her. I said, this nigga playing mind games. Is this the Ghetto Boys? Like, what the fuck? No. Okay, like he definitely was playing mind games with her in that moment. Because if you're mad, if you don't want to talk to her, if you don't want to fuck with her, why are you calling her to interrupt her so that you can take some of that negative energy you have and put it on her so that she's kind of in her mind wondering what's going on and feeling away? I can't stand niggas. So she feeling away, but her manager tells her that her video just reached 1 million. So that made her feel better. Congratulations, young Baby Tate. It ain't easy out here, girl. When you are a positive rapper or a positive female or a positive artist of any kind, it's not easy to get the type of, you know, fame she's gotten. So shout out to young Baby Tate. Okay. So y'all, she ends up meeting up with him for ice cream. And when he came in, he went straight to the, you know, the place to get his ice cream and kind of gave her the deuces. Like, what's up? I'm about to order my food. And then they go outside and talk, which I felt like was so disrespectful that he came in and chucked deuces at her. I was like, nigga, is you serious? Like, nigga, is you serious? This how you gonna treat this girl? What was the point of this? I really do feel like he was using her for clout. I think he was using her for clout the entire time. But like I said, they walk and talk and he chastises her for the way she reacted. Apparently, this is the part we didn't see. She got drunk and got irate and acted bad with him, but we didn't see any of that. We didn't see that. I don't know if that's true, but I don't like the way he flipped it and now it's her fault. When we saw him say and do disrespectful things that entire night. And then at the end of the night, when you get drunk and finally respond to his ignorant ass, now you're the wrong one. And now he's showing up to make you feel bad. Like the reason why he isn't fucking with you is because you don't know how to hold your liquor. When the truth of the matter is he didn't want to fuck like that anyway. He didn't want to fuck with you like that anyway because he out here trying to be a hoe. He don't want to be in a relationship. He don't want to be tied down to you. He wants to make you feel as if you are important to him so that he can use you when it is beneficial to him because you popping. And so now that the situation is getting a little bit too stressful for him, you wanting more, now he's going to back out of it, but he's going to prove to be even more of a fuckboy by making you think that it's your fault. I need to see the footage of her wilding out because I don't feel like I saw that. Like, when he told her he liked fucking her, he liked making music with her, but he just want to keep it at that. And then he walked away and then did this again. And this shit is, I'm not even going to hug you. I'm not even going to kiss you. Just deuces. I was like, oh, word. I was like, oh, word. Y'all, that nigga ain't shit. And I'm glad that she just went away and walked away, but I hope she don't have no more dealings with him. I heard that they was arguing with one another on social media. I heard that. And that made me feel like, why? Y'all done already said what y'all needed to say. Y'all done already done what y'all needed to do. What else is we talking about here? Okay? Child, I got an Amazon page. Anyway, yeah, y'all. The episode was okay. It wasn't that good, but I do feel like young Baby Tate is a perfect example of how young girls get caught out here with these dudes. And this is why when you do have a career, when you do have things going for yourself, you need to definitely focus on that and not allow any nigga, I don't care what you think of him, don't allow him to deter you from what you are trying to do for yourself, because this society tells us to get wrapped up in a man and lose ourselves in him. And why would you do that? That nigga wasn't even that cute. That nigga looked like he was missing some teeth. I don't know why she was worrying about him. Okay? Girl, you got a Grammy sitting on your dining room table at home because of your mama. You don't need to be worrying about no, dusty dick ass nigga that is trying to get on and using you to do so and trying to manipulate your emotions. I don't like that shit. So in 2021, young women, when men show you themselves in this way, cut them off. Like, I want y'all to start cutting these niggas off immediately for disrespect, instead of allowing them chance after chance to make you feel like shit. Because that's really what it was. To me, after that first night, she gave him way too many chances to make her feel like shit. The phone conversation when she picked up the phone knowing she shouldn't have, and then meeting up with him for him to do it again. No more, y'all. No more. I know I need to get back on it. I need to get back on Girlfriends. I know so many good conversations there. But anyway, y'all, don't forget the ladies first panel is Thursday night on my channel. So I hope to see y'all. Come see us. Okay. I'm planning out a good show for us at some point today and tomorrow. Okay. Listen, Lord help me. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that you all have a really good day. I hope y'all get through y'all day. If y'all were here with me, playback people, I hope y'all enjoyed as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Tell your people about me, and I will see you